And it's a gain of 5.
Well, I know this is an offensive line that has a ton of pride, and they want to come out each and every game and really impose their will on the D-line. They got just enough push there on that run play to pick up the first.
The give to the back. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And it's just simple first down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
Well, the linebacker's showing you read and react. He knew exactly where that running play was going, and he beat the football to the line of scrimmage and forced the TFL.
They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one.
29 Philly, 2
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. On first down, here comes this offense. Across the 45. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to stop this guy. They better rally to the football and get multiple hats because he is not easy to bring down.
Now on the option. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
At the 31-yard line. Brings up 2nd down.
They'll run the option. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
And that is how you bring it. You see the ball, you go get it right now, and you bring the wood with some bad intentions.
If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. To throw, it's Trotter. Right down the middle. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock them up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. Get the incompletion now setting up for it.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit heads out. That is no good. Guys, after the miss, no change in the score. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. They hope to be able to cash in on this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. And don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll run play action. Got it behind the line. It's Thomas. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
And a great job by the QB, finding the running back, getting the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, 1st and 10. Trying to turn the corner on the right. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42.
And that is exactly why you stick to running the football. Haven't had a lot of success, but boom, you pop one, right? That's what you got to do. You cannot become one-dimensional and just throw the football every down. Love the offense sticking to the run. Nice job getting the first down.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Going with the ground game left. Crosses the 30. He's got away. Touchdown, Eagles. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
And to have a rushing touchdown of that type of yardage, you've got to be able to make something miss. It's one thing to get into the second level, but can you make that last defender miss? And you saw it on that play. Once he was in the clear with his speed, he was gone.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And that was some way to cap it off with a 42-yard touchdown jaunt. On the move from inside his 5. He only needs a sliver of daylight. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. Guys, we're about to see this Kenne State offense go back to work. We talk about settling for points, but sometimes when you have to settle for nothing, David, it can be demoralizing.
Yeah, and it can definitely be frustrating. And I think it leads you to say maybe I go for it more. But, Jesse, I think this offense just needs to put another drive together and just finish stronger.
Yeah, and be a little bit less predictable, too, especially as they get closer and closer down to the end zone.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Trotter. The quick out. No chance to run, but still a solid pickup on that one.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
On 3rd and short, trying to impose their will and move the chains. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Been really impressed watching this offense this year and how good they are on 3rd down. The reason they're so efficient, they don't have penalties. They keep these 3rd downs manageable, and they've got a special talent at running back that can find his way to the sticks.
He showed it all there, a little elusiveness, a little power, and he's got the first down.
And, RD, I love creative offensive coordinators. They don't just split a guy out wide that has game-breaking speed nowadays. Now they shift him, they motion, they put him all over the place. They put him in motion and give him the football. Just find ways to get your playmakers the football and get the football to him in space where he can do damage like he did on this play.
Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down.
I love that play call, and I love the timing of the pre-snap motion. Because the quarterback was able to get it to the receiver right behind the offensive line, because of the timing, he was able to outflank the defense. That puts him out in space where he's able to use his speed. Nice job with the pre-snap motion and timing.
A most efficient pickup of 6 on first down. It's 2nd and 4.
Well, this guy's a weapon, throwing it and running it, and you know he's going to try to hurt this defense with his legs.
It puts so much stress on the defensive line to chase him and the fact that the play is extended so long.
Yeah, if they've got a spy defensively, if someone's athletic enough to run with this guy.
Headed to the end zone, and he rolls into the house. You don't give a hoot. Kenne State does. Touchdown, Owls.
the option play, the quarterback basically blocks the edge defender. So you watch the edge defender comes to him, and he commits to him, and then he pitches the ball to the running back, and the running back can do his thing, running the football all the way to the house. But it's basically a block on the quarterback on the defensive play.
And he tacks on the extra point. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And the capper came on the run to the end zone from the 13. Fielded in the end zone. It's Selvia. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. Three tight ends in the formation on 1st and 10. Power football with the run. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter.
Loss of 2. Second down coming up. That's the end of the first quarter with the score tied at 7.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. He's looking to throw. Got his man on the right. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. To the ground with the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. He's got great speed. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kenne St State offense. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Slides away. And the defense is there. He got away for a second, but not for long as they knock him down for a loss.
And how about the inside linebacker flying through there? You see those guys come up. You see how fast they can come up and fit the run. But how about blitzing the quarterback, getting to the quarterback, getting the big sack?
On third and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down.
QBs and receivers on third down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
His first one of the day gave that leg a workout 5 times in last week's victory. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. David, the punter got some work last time. They'd like to keep him on the sidelines in this drive.
Yeah, it's not something you want to say very often. You don't want the punter out there. This offense needs to get back lathered up and get a little bit more of a rhythm.
Best way to do that, identify where your best players are and just get them the football. Give these guys some touches to kickstart this offense.
They've done a really good job identifying mismatches, and they find one out of the backfield there.
Reese, I really don't think it's that hard. My guy is better than yours. Find the matchup across the field. Running back's got some speed. Get it in his hands quickly. Throw it to him fast. Let him make somebody miss against a slower guy that's usually a linebacker.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Comes out throwing on first down. Feeling some heat. And they got him for the sack. The #1 job is to protect their quarterback, and they did not.
They did not, but my #1 job as a defensive lineman is to attack your quarterback and get him on the ground just like this, get in the sack, rattle this guy as much as you can, as many hits as possible on these quarterbacks.
On second down, looking to throw. Finds his big tight end. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack. Once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job form tackling.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Give to the running back. Keeps the legs moving. Sticking with the running game and finding enough space to get 8. It leaves him with a 4th and 2.
And that looked like an easy decision for the quarterback. Hand it off, give him the ball, let him get 5+ yards. Nice decision. Nice job by the running back getting the yardage.
Unlike the old school thinking, this is the area of the field that is really 4-down territory now. On 4th down, looking for the completion. Got it past the marker. Not much of a 4th down gamble when it's that much of a sure thing. An easy conversion for this offense.
They're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Eastern Michigan surgical on offense right now. They'll give it to the back. Tough. Physical, hard-nosed running gets it to the 34.
You want to talk about making it easy for an offensive coordinator. You pick up a bunch of yards on first down, make that second down really, really manageable. That's a great job by the offense.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Running back goes in motion. Looking for room. It's straight. They get him on the ground, but it's a first down.
And, you know, big chunks like this don't happen unless you commit to the run game. You got to get those big boys up front into the game, understanding I want to knock people off the football, create some holes like you do here for my running back, make the game easy.
The Eagles have it with a 1st and 10. Quarterback checking off. Wants to throw on first down. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it. And I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job. Great catch.
It's 1st and 10 from the 13. The give to the lone running back. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. They'll go right back to him. He bullies his way all the way down to the 5-yard line.
Gain of 1. First up, third down.
Got it.
The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down. They can pick up the first without scoring. They'll run the option. Now the toss. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Eagle!
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Oh, it's like blowing the layup or the 3-inch putt. Missed the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Notre Dame is currently ahead in this one, but it's been a close one so far in South Bend. They're up by 7 over Wisconsin. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Guys, we're about to see this Kenne St State offense go back to work. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
Dropping back, it's Trotter. They get to him as he throws. He's got it. Running toward the tape. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Kenne St State.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
And the extra point puts them on top by 1. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Just about set to kick it away.
Set to kick this one away.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Selvia. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll keep it on the ground. Nice, solid form tackle from this sophomore. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. Pinned just inside their own 20. They need to convert on 3rd and short. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. They can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
The offense really needed some points to dig themselves out of this hole right before the half. What did? They turned it over. The worst thing they could do. Now they dug themselves an even bigger hole.
They go to the ground. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking to pass. It's Trotter. Quickly complete. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Owls!
Man, I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. And I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up. You can keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
And with the extra point, it's 21-13. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they finish it by firing one in from the 13 for the score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll need urgency and efficiency. 10 seconds left on the clock before halftime. It's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. Fires to the middle. Working that left side. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a first down.
First down for the offense.
That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
With the score, Kenne St EMU 21, Eastern Michigan 13.
Eastern Michigan will kick it deep to start the second half. From inside the 10, here he comes. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we'll get another look at this Kenne St State offense. On the option. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. Looking for a man. It's Trotter. He looks that one in nicely. They make the stop after the catch, and still some work to do to pick up that first down.
And I love working the slot receivers. You see so much of that. It's about matchups, right? I can put a fast guy in that slot, maybe get him matched up on a linebacker or a safety. I like working those guys in those matchups. Favorable for the offense for sure.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. And with that, the chain gang will get busy. First down, Kenne St State.
And that's a great sign for this offense, because this year we know there's been a little bit of inconsistency, and I think the biggest problem has been third down. Right there, nice job executing, running the ball, picking up.
Can anyone catch him? He's at the 30. He's at the 10. And he runs it in for the score. You don't give a hoot. Kenne St State does. Touchdown, Owls.
In the end zone.
They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here this Week 11 performance.
Huge play. It's so nice to have guys that can create these explosive plays like this. You hand it to him, he can do the rest. Look at the speed. Look at the elusiveness. Get into the end zone. Nice run.
And they tacked on the extra point. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
13.
He'll bring it out. It's Selvia. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15.
Will take over. 1st and 10.
Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. They'll start this drive with a pass. Trying to get behind the defense. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
Quarterback trying to attack the middle of the field. I like the aggressive nature, but his receivers aren't 9 feet tall. No one's going to catch that. No one can climb the ladder. You got to bring it down a little bit.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Dialing up a second down pass play. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And the defense at this point understands that the offense is going to have to try to throw the football, all right? They already got a lead, so they're now pinning their ears back and getting after this guy, trying to get him to the ground.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. He's got his man.
I know that was third down, and I know the quarterback's trying to be careful. You don't want to be too greedy, but he had guys open downfield. I think if he had been a little bit more patient and been a little bit more willing to let the play develop, I think he could have converted that with a throw vertically down the field. Instead, he got lazy, checked it down to his running back, and now they're setting up fourth down.
Perhaps emboldened by converting a fourth down earlier in the game, they'll try a second time. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. The completion well past the sticks. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
That tells you a lot about their confidence in this quarterback. Fourth down early in the game on your own end, and you go for it. But when you make decisions and throws like that, it's easy to see why.
And the Eagles getting set on 1st and 10.
Let's go.
The give to the back. At the 40, there he goes. And he's running in the open. And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
There's so many guys on this offense that can hurt you for explosive plays. You saw a huge gain there coming on the ground.
And the defense sort of, at some point, a couple of guys said, yeah, I'm not going to catch him. Let me just coast on in on this one.
You've got to make the first attempted tackle. If you don't get this guy down on the ground right away, you better have lots of bodies running towards him because he will kill you with the speed.
I know it's sexy to throw the football, but if you can pound it away and get these kind of gains, they will just add up, wear the defense down, get first downs, and ultimately get some points.
8-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and short.
Here we go.
Leaves it with the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. That linebacker was a heat-seeking missile, and the heat that he sought was the ball carrier.
Yeah, great job, great feel. Linebackers are making all the calls in the defense and understanding when I need to come through that gap and come through with bad intentions. Those guys are usually 245 pounds of heat-seeking missile.
Wants to throw on 3rd down. And it's incomplete despite some serious arm strength shown there.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on 4th down, trailing by double figures. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. They got him. It's a sack, and what a stop for this defense to turn it over on downs.
He had nowhere to go with the football. You could tell, surveying the field, somebody's got to get open to go make a play. Man, throw it up. Run it. Do something. You can't take a sack on 4th down. You got to give somebody an opportunity to make a play for him.
And they reacted well to the completion, but it was too late to keep them from getting the first down.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
And they'll wrestle him to the ground after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
One-step wrap, two-step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Dropping back, it's Trotter. That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on third down. Kenne St will have to punt this one away. He'll try to really get into this one. Looking for a block. It's Selvia. Cover guys do their job, and they get him stopped at the 22-yard line. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again here.
Yeah, and especially when you go for those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession for you.
On second down, just keeps fire. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. Off the play fake. They're bringing heat. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
And third and long, and the offense goes with a little play action. I don't know why the threat of the run. I'm not scared by that. You can tell the defense doesn't honor it, doesn't buy it, flies by the line, gets to the quarterback, gets the big third down stop.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Makes the catch at the midfield logo. Touchdown, Kenne State. And the beatdown has ensued.
And what a nice job by the punt returner. First thing he does, secures the catch, and you can tell they set up the return. He reads his blocks really well, turns on the afterburners, all the way to the end zone. Special teams coming up with the huge play.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. East Carolina is down, but they are not out of it. Not there inside Dowdy-Ficklin Stadium. One of the more enjoyable places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by 10 to North Carolina. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
You know, these linebackers have to be so good in zone coverage of reading the quarterback's eyes to get to the ball. You saw that linebacker do it.
Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. It's a draw. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
He's marked down at the 28. Brings up third down.
They've made third down offense a key. It'll be tested on 3rd and long from the 28. Quarterback will audible. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. He's got his man. They'd hope to be able to pick up enough after the catch, but a good stop leaves them with a 4th and short.
Really good job by the defense being physical, understanding the situation in the game. The ball's going to come out quick. You know that. Go make the tackle, force the 4th down.
They're a couple of yards short of the 1st down, but the offense will stay out there on 4th down. Try to get it on the ground. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout called.
Well, how's that for being aggressive? Early in the game, 4th down, in your own territory, and you go for it. And then your offense is able to come up with the big play, generate a ton of momentum, and stay on the field. That is impressive.
They'll give it to him again. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop.
Well, this offense came into the game knowing they wanted to be physical, they wanted to establish the line of scrimmage, and they're running downhill right at this defense, and they're churning out positive yardage early.
6-yard pickup on 1st down leaves them with 2nd and 4. They'll go to the ground. And the freshman does a great job using his technique in getting the man on the ground.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play. With the score, Kenne State 35, Eastern Michigan 13.
Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. To the ground to try to move the chains. Still running at the 40. He's off to the races. And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop.
3rd down and 2, you know it's time to get physical, and this unit paves the way, Jesse, and gets the big 1st down.
And this back's got such a burst, too, doesn't he? As soon as he saw the hole, he exploded through it and picked up a huge chunk of yards.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Firing to the right, complete. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Eastern Michigan.
Man, find your weapons. Nice job by the quarterback. Find the running back out of the backfield. He catches it and does the rest. Walks into the end zone for the touchdown.
Two-point conversion attempt is on the way.
Clear. Go.
They'll try to pass their way in. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further.
Kenne State
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
19.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Guys, we're about to see this Kenne State offense go back to work. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
Oh, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
Not able to hook up there, incomplete. spotted at the 29. Here they come on 3rd and short. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Kenne St State will have to punt this one away. Looking for a block. It's Selvia. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. Eastern Michigan has it back as the Eagle offense returns to the field. There wasn't much need to throw it around on that last drive for the touchdown, Jesse. They got it done running the ball.
And David, I don't think you have to overthink this thing. If they can't stop you running it, why would you stop handing it off? Just keep at it here on this drive.
Well, and if I'm the defense, I'm making some changes. I'm bringing in more big bodies. I'm playing more aggressive towards the line of scrimmage. I am not going to let them have that kind of drive again.
Going up top on 1st down. He's going for it all. Intercepted. And after the interception and the turnover, this defense has set its offense up for business.
The number one objective for a defense is to make the offense one-dimensional. Well, when they're trailing by this much late in the game, they're one-dimensional. They have to pass the football. We can bring more speed on the field. You see it. We know you're throwing the football. Nice break on the football. Nice interception. This one's almost over.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if they're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Tackled, but he has a 1st down.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got a lead late. We're going to run the football. And the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
He'll ride his man on the option. Across the 25, he's got room. And he put his foot in the ground and turned it upfield and turned it into a big play. Great decision to keep it.
Well, this is one of the fastest quarterbacks in college football, and that's why the option's a good idea. Because if he can get out in space and he has a chance to get downfield, he is really difficult to tackle, and he's very difficult to catch, as you saw in that last play, getting a 1st down.
Kenne St State coming out with another 1st down. They try to pop a run on the draw. At the 45, on his way. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And that's another productive run. This offense has had a bunch of them today, and the running back, I think this lead was built on this guy. He's done a great job all game long, setting the tone, and I think that's why this offense has been successful.
They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
That's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound, no matter who gets the football. We're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. It's complete. This defense giving up ground as he's finally knocked down at the 26.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there. A similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. Finally stopped at the 20-yard line after a pickup of 6.
I know the passing game sells and the passing game is exciting, but It's not exciting to get 5 or 6 yards of pop on the ground, but it will be very successful.
He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They run the reverse. And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
Well, on that third down, they go with the jet sweep, and you see nobody in the end of the line of scrimmage for the defense was expecting that. They all had their eyes into the backfield, and it was just too little too late. Receiver already outside of them, moving the sticks.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this offense is that much closer to salting away a victory. Kenne State has a chance now on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Owls! And the punishment has been extended. They extend this lead, and it looks as if they are going to make it 2 wins in a row. That one might have put the finishing touches on this game.
This one. Game, set, match. The defense had a chance to maybe kind of keep their team in it, but the offense said, take it to the locker room.
PAT unit on the field. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Week in and week out, guys, you never know what's going to happen in college football. Check this out. Notre Dame is trailing right now, but they are not out of this. I remember Rocket Ismail wake up the echoes all by himself. Let's see if this group can come back. They're trailing by 10 to Wisconsin. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Eastern Michigan takes over as the offense heads to the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over, and this coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
He's going to pass. He's going up top here late in the game. And it's incomplete. They were looking for the huge gain on first down.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
Goes to the option. That's the way they drew it up. Incomplete. They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25.
29 Philly. 2 to go.
Someone moved a little early and the offense will go backward. So the decision has been made and the coach will take the penalty. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Trying to make that rush think on the draw play here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
On 4th down, trying to find his man.
Offensively, this is a beautiful time now because now I get to get all my other guys in the game. Guys that don't get to play that much, we're up. This game's over after that missed 4th down conversion. Now we get to get everybody in the ball game, or if you choose, you know, like Jesse probably would, to go pad some stats and get some more catches, get some more rush yards if that's your thing.
So this offense can capitalize off the desperate 4th down attempt and failure, and they can pad their lead. Running out the clock seems to be a mere formality here as they are ready to snap it in victory formation. And with the game all but decided, this quarterback will take a knee. All business today for this ball club. They come out and they get the win.
And that's all that matters. It's not always pretty. You don't always do everything you want to do or check all the boxes. But at the end of the game, Jesse, you want that W.
No doubt about it. They made the plays they needed to make in order to get this win. I thought the quarterback showed tremendous poise, good leadership throughout the course of the game. Defense made stops when they had to make them. So, right, there were some things that we're going to need to clean up moving forward, but all